Hello, everybody. Welcome to KMMC Pro Start, a learning initiative by Kotak Mutual Fund. Today, the module that we will be talking about is known as Selling SIP Made Easy. My name is Meenakshi Dubey, and I am the manager for sales training with Kotak Mutual Fund. I have been part of the Kotak group for almost 7.5 years and more than 3 years now with Kotak Mutual Fund. Let us go ahead with our today's module, which is known as Selling SIP Made Easy. So the course content of this module will typically cover the advantages of SIP, what is the cost of postponement that an individual pays for his decision of postponing an investment by 1 year, 2 year, etc., etc. We will also see that what are the selling SIP strategies that can be used. Importantly, we will also note that how we have to take care of or why SIP is important in the negative market conditions. Also, last but not the least, we will also cover the volatile market conditions and how a continuous SIP or a continuous systematic investment plan will help you overcome the volatile market conditions. Well, the point that what are the takeaways that can be expected from this module is basically we'll be understanding, about growing business through regular and top-up SIP, which is a very, very important part. Why high value SIP selling is important and what are the things that we need to do when the market conditions are negative. So to take this module further, let me give you a brief about how this module is going to work. So this module is divided into two videos, video 1 and video 2. So this module will be covering in two parts, that is video 1 and video 2. In video 1, we will see what are the advantages of SIP. Typically, how a wealth creation can be done through SIP. Why is it a discipline and systematic investment options? If I invest into SIPs, then I don't need to time the market, as well as we will also cover what is the power of compounding. These are the typical benefits or the advantages we can say that an individual investor gets if he invests into SIP. Let us begin with advantages of SIP. Okay, as I just said, that few advantages of SIP that we'll be covering today is typically to understand the wealth creation through small investments, discipline and systematic investments. Why is it easy for me if I don't know how to time the market? If I don't know how to time the market, then investing into SIPs is the best option for me, as it makes my money grow. It gives my money the power of compounding through which my money will keep growing constantly. First, let us see how wealth can be created through systematic investment plan. Okay. So first of all, let us understand what are the types of SIPs. Typically, we are going to cover two types of SIP. The first one is the basic, the simple SIP. Okay, like an X amount that is being invested every month. So this is the simple plain SIP. The next level is wherein we ask our investors or we suggest our investors to go ahead with the top-up SIP. Now, top-up SIP will help me in both the ways. It will help my investors to do a better wealth creation, as well as it will help me in getting a better AUM as well. So first of all, let us see simple SIP. Like, what is simple SIP? Simple SIP is a fixed amount every month for the entire tenure. So here we take an example wherein we are investing 10,000 rupees per month, and the tenure for this investment is 30 years. Okay, so very simple, 30 years, every month, an investment of 10,000 rupees. Okay, so this is how it looks. If you see, year one, my investment is 10,000 every month. Same continues for the year two, year three, so on and so forth till 30th year. So every month continuously for 30 years, what I'm doing is I am investing 10,000 rupees every month. Okay. So let us see if wealth creation can be done through simple SIP. Let's have a look. Now here, if you see, there is this Excel. Okay. Now on the left hand side, you can see there are various tenures like 3 years, 5 years, 10, 20, and 30 years. And on the right hand side, you can see the rate of returns 8%, 10%, 12, 14, and 16%. Okay. So the SIP amount is 10,000 rupees. Okay. So if I invest 10,000 rupees every month for 3 years, okay, my total corpus becomes 4,06,000 rupees, 4,06,251 rupees at 8%. That means I have paid in 3 years by investing 10,000 rupees every month. The total money that I have invested is 3,60,000 rupees. But my corpus, if my investment grows at 8%, is 4,06,251 rupees. That means the gains that I have received in these 3 years is 46,251 rupees. Now, if my investment grows at 16%, okay, my corpus in 3 years at 16% becomes 4,56,304 rupees. That means the total gain in 3 years at 16% I have received is 96,304 rupees. So here, as I said, you can see there are multiple tenures here. 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years as well. So let us take an example wherein I invest 10,000 rupees every month for 30 years. And if my money grows at 8%, my total corpus becomes 1,41,76,132 rupees. How much have I invested? 36 lakhs. That means in 30 years, just by investing 10,000 rupees every month, and if it gives me minimum 8%, I make a gain of 1,05,76,132 rupees in this 30 years. Well, this we are talking only at 8%. What happens if my money grows at 16%? My total corpus comes to 6,90,27,636 rupees. If I have to see my gains, I have made a gain of 6,54,27,636 rupees if my investment grows at 16%. So this was about the wealth creation with simple SIP. So now let us see what happens if I add a new SIP each year. First of all, let us understand why is it important. See what happens as our age grows. What happens is our income also grows. So the point is we are growing age-wise, we are growing income-wise. So should there be a similar movement in our investment? The answer is yes. So should your SIP amount also increase? And what happens if my SIP amount increases? Let's have a look. So here you see, okay, first is the basic SIP. The example that we just saw, 10,000 rupees every month for 30 years. Now, what we are trying to do here is we are trying to add a new SIP to it every year. And the question is SIP of how much? Of just 500 rupees. Okay. So first year, I have only one SIP, which is 10,000 rupees. Second year, what are we trying to say is add a new SIP of just 500 rupees. So in year two, what happens is now I have two SIPs. One is of 10,000, which was my basic SIP, and the second one is of 500 rupees. The same continues in the third year also. So third year, what happens is 10,000, my basic SIP, and two additional SIPs of 500 each. Okay, and the same continues. Now, first of all, let us understand this. Is this 500 rupees really high on our pockets? The answer is no. Just imagine if you walk out of your house today with 500 rupees, what are the things that you can buy? If simple, in a simple ways, if I have to tell you, if I have to go and watch a movie in cinema, okay, if I in a theater, 500 rupees per person, I think I will run short of money then if I have only 500 rupees. Approximately 280 or 300 rupees for a ticket, and more than 250 rupees for me to buy some snacks just for a movie. So the value of today's 500 rupees is actually nothing. But in a longer run, where this 500 rupees will take me, let us see with the help of this Excel. Okay. Now again, my example is same, 10,000 rupees SIP. Okay. So here, if you see, if I take 10,000 rupees SIP, okay, and another 500 rupees, I'll come to that. Okay. So my basic SIP in 10 years, okay, will give me an additional corpus of 3,50,902 rupees at 8%. Okay, so my total corpus will be 21,63,734 rupees. Okay, if I add 500 rupees to it, I get an additional corpus of 3,50,000. Okay, now the point is, if my money grows at 16%, through my simple SIP, I could have made a corpus of 27,75,293 rupees. Okay. Now, by investing this additional 500 rupees, okay, if you see here, I'm getting an additional top up. Okay. The top up SIP corpus comes to 32,35,809 rupees. That means just by investing 500 rupees every month for 10 years, and if this grows at 16%, I get an additional corpus of 4,60,516 rupees. The example continues to 30 years. This 500 rupees every year, additional 500 SIP rupees for every year, in 30 years will give me an additional corpus of 65,13,729 rupees at 8%. And if this grows at 12% or 16%, my additional corpus straight away goes to 2,03,50,846 rupees. Wherein my simple 10,000 SIP would have given me 6,90,27,636 rupees. This additional corpus of 2,03,50,846 rupees will give me a total corpus of nearly 9 crore rupees, which is a huge amount. So that is why I was trying to show you the value of 500 rupees in today's time. If I can manage to increase this top-up SIP, or if I can manage to add a top-up SIP of 1,000 rupees every year, okay, at 16%, my total corpus will go to 10,97,18,776 rupees. That means the value of this 1,000 rupees in 30 years at 16% can give me an additional corpus of 4,06,91,140 rupees. So that is the volume, that is the value of a top-up SIP. Going forward, this was the benefit that the investors get. If as an IFA, I have to see what are my benefits. Let's assume, okay, that my almost 500 clients have agreed to do a top up. Okay, I am a mutual fund distributor and I have 500 investors who are ready to do a top up with me. Okay, so the top up amount will be 1,000 rupees per month and a fresh SIP every year. Okay, so assuming, just to make the calculation simple, I am not taking it as a perpetual. I'm just taking that this top up SIP will go for 5 years. Okay, so let us see what is the value, what is the AUM that will grow for me. In year one, I have 500 investors giving me 1000 SIPs, uh, uh, value of 1000, right, into 12 months. That means in 1 year, my AUM goes up by 60 lakhs. Second year, I have same 500 customers, 1000 rupees SIP, okay, into 12. And since this is second year, now they will be having 2000 rupees SIPs, right? Taking me to 1.25 crore. The same thing continues for year 3, year 4, and year 5. So if I have to put this together, for me, my total top up amount will be of 9 crore rupees, which is a huge amount. So 5 years, my business, my income grows by 9 crore rupees. And what I'm asking is, I'm just asking a top up SIP of 1000 rupees. That's it. So this top up has a dual benefit. One, it helps in a very good wealth creation to the investor. Also, as a mutual fund distributor, it gives me a chance to accelerate when it comes to my AUM. In our next video, that is video 2, we will be looking at what will be the cost of postponement, because what happens is generally there are many people whom you go and talk about the investments and they'll say not this year, next year. So with the help of numbers, we'll try to explain them that what is the cost of postponement, what are the SIP selling strategies that can be adapted, plus the volatile market condition, a classic example on the volatile market condition, and things that we need to do in the negative market. There's a lot of hand holding that we need to do with our investors when the markets are negative, right? So these are the talking points that we'll be covering in our video 2 of module Selling SIP Made Easy. Last but not the least, if you need to get in touch with us for anything, for any training requirement, any suggestions, any help that we can offer, you can always write to us on our email ID, which is kmmc.trainingqueries@kotak.com. There is a broadcast WhatsApp group. If you wish to be part of it, just save this number and send a hi. My team will add you in the group and you can get a relevant training content. Importantly, please subscribe to our channel, which is on YouTube, which is known as KMMC ProStart. The link is here. This is a clickable link. Okay. Even if you go to YouTube and if you just type KMMC ProStart, you will land up to our page. So I would request you to subscribe to our channel so that you can get all the videos, the latest training content on our channel. Thank you so much.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.